was going to go and find a nice quiet spot where I could talk and drop in, but I figured the whole thing with this exercise is to keep pushing boundaries. And walking down the main street of Subiaco, holding a phone, talking to it, is definitely helping to push my boundaries. So I thought I'll just continue to keep doing it, and we'll see what happens, and just smile at the people as they smile at me while I'm walking down the street holding a phone. It's an interesting experience to go through this day by day, and keep challenging myself and committing to this. One of the things that I feel like I'm noticing now, I talked previously about how you get to this place where the body doesn't push up against it so much anymore, and the act of doing a video becomes a little bit more normal. And then you change your environment. You know, I'm in the city now, and well, I can't just go out into the bush like I was going out into the bush and find a quiet spot and really drop in. You know, I've got people all around me, and the exercise is to continue with the commitment, because it's really easy now that to go, yeah, I can do that, and then to almost drop the commitment. Just go, yep, I've got that organised, that's happening, doing really good with that, and then not be doing it anymore. So one day won't matter. And yesterday already, I spent a lot of time doing some of the trainings and really learning how to maximise what I'm doing with the videos, and I'll get there day by day. You know, it's a learning experience, and for me today, the main thing is to show up again and to do the exercise of creating a video, and not necessarily so much of, okay, what am I going to tell, what am I going to say, how is this going to be capturing my target market and things like that, but more just continuing with the commitment of, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make another movie today. So here I am again, making another movie while I'm walking through the streets of Subiaco, and it's a fun experiment. It's a fun experiment, it's a fun exercise. An interesting thing to witness is the different levels of normal. Being in the countryside of, 3 hours out of Perth, what people wear, how they act, things like that, the cars that they drive, the things that are important to them, I think are a little bit different than what they might be here in Subiaco, which is probably not the most chic suburban town, but it's up there. It's up there. And so, there's lots of nice cars driving around. There's definitely a lot more Mercedes and BMW, and of course my favorite Audis. And just witnessing that everyone has their own flavor, and they all like to do their own thing, and that's the beauty of choice, right? That's the beauty of being able to choose that. You can choose to live in the country and have a broken down, well, not even a broken down, but an old reliable truck that stood the test of time, and you've had it for a decade, and it's going to keep going with you forever. Or, there's a new model of the latest Mercedes out, so I'm just going to buy the new model, because that's what I do. Every 2 years when the new model comes out, trade it in, trade up, and off we go. So, what do you choose? What would you choose? Would you choose to be out in the country and say, look, I just want the peace and quiet, and old reliable is all I need, that's what I want to be able to do that, and then experiment with other aspects of life? Or, do you prefer to say, I really like the idea of having a brand new car every 2 years and experimenting with what it feels like to be able to do that? Because it is all just an experiment, right? We are all just experimenting with life and learning to see what it is that we like and what we love. So yeah, the great thing is that if you do choose to step into this world of becoming a digital nomad and creating an abundance in your lifestyle, that the choice is then yours. You're not restricted in any way. And a friend of mine, she was, I can't remember if this was for her PhD study or whether it was just some research that she was doing, but you know, she was a psychologist and she was doing some work with, you know, outer suburbs, low socioeconomic areas, and she was asking them about their ideal lifestyle. You know, what would they do if they had all of the opportunity in the world? And for a lot of them, it wasn't even anything other than maybe being able to pay off the house that they had, which was out in the suburbs, or that, you know, they had a decent job, or, you know, the difference that they spoke about was tiny, where it was almost like they didn't really believe that there was real free choice. It reminds me of a question a friend asked me yesterday, the guys that I'm staying with here while I'm in Perth. And it was about really embracing the feeling of having the ultimate lifestyle. You know, what would it feel like if you could have everything and you were living in your ultimate desired lifestyle? And he was asking another friend, and I was like, well, that I don't know if I want that, because it's going to come with all of these problems that, you know, if I had all of that, then all of this would come with it. Whereas if it was your ultimate lifestyle, then it wouldn't come with all of the hassles, because that wouldn't be part of your ultimate lifestyle, would it? So it's really a case of, what is your ultimate lifestyle? What do you choose? And are you going to choose it? Are you going to choose an awesome freedom lifestyle?